I think what's been really exciting as we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. 100-episode marker, I thought, you know what, I have ticked this box and I feel really proud of the work I've done there, and now it's time to, as you said, work as a team with you. Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, she chooses me and I choose her, and therefore, you know, whatever we have to tackle together or individually will always be us together as a team. So I think she's capable.
So
of,
nicely said, isn't it?
I don't know. She's capable of anything. And together, as I said, there's a hell of a lot of stuff and work that needs doing. At the moment, for us, it's going to be making sure that our relationship is always put first. But no, look, both of us have passions for wanting to make change for good, and you know, with lots of young people running around the Commonwealth, that's where we're going to spend most of our time, hopefully.
And it was really one of the first things we connected on. It was one of the first things we started talking about when we met, was just the different things that we wanted to do in the world and how passionate we were about seeing change. I think that was, that's what got date 2 in the books, probably.
Plenty to talk about. We made it work, and now we're here, so we're thrilled. And now we're here, so we're thrilled.
This is the future.
Today is September 21st, 2023. It is 2:16 a.m. So I just finished edit a video. Right now it's rendering my other computer, and I took the opportunity to do the thumbnails for it. Just grab some pictures that use in the video. So now I'm contemplating which one I should do. If I should work on, this is for our part of Pew service. I have 11 tweets for it. And then for our Pew teams Sussex, I have about 19 tweets, and I sort of divided into 2 separate videos. One has 9 tweets and the other one has 10 of it. So I think I'm gonna focus on this one. Oops, I didn't meant to be big. I'm gonna focus on the, oh, where is it? Did I grab the right one? Okay, yeah, the Invictus one, this part. I'm gonna do these 11 tweets first, and then afterward I'll do these. Alright, so let's get started. Let's move this to the side. That's my Photoshop, and this is my background for Pew Team Sussex. My typical thing. Oh, it's growing. Okay, 3,248 subscribers. New subscribers, welcome. Feel free to skip. Okay, just skip any whenever I'm doing this part. Okay, so my estimate $294.70. Wow, it moved to 94. Okay, I'm surprised because it's been stuck around 230. Okay, analytics. Okay, there's that. So in the last 48 hours I had 4,476 views. Alright, so there's my subscribers. But what I'm sharing here is not for this channel. It will be for this channel. And I see a lot of my squaddies are not watching. So I don't have any more content for this channel. All of my Invictus things, you know, is done with. They went public, and the last one was on the 18th. So this video is gonna be for this channel. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. Let's grab the first tweet. I'm copying the link. Right, I'll go into that later. So that's this. What happened? You're unable to view this post because your account owner. Okay, so this one, let's see something. Obama Summit. What was that? H at O. I know what it was. Let me see something. I won't be able to see it, but I think I know what it is. Let me pause for a second. Let me grab it. I remember what it was. Okay, it took me a while searching for that particular tweet. So apparently the person limit who can see her tweet or whatever it may be. All right, so but I've talked about that summit so many times, and so let's just forget about it. So while I was searching for it, so this is, you know what? I forgot to do that. Okay, I know. All right, so forget it. I didn't see it. I was trying something else. I didn't see it. So forget it. So while I was looking for it earlier, and pretty much is about the Obama Foundation that Harry went and explained how the World Foundation works, and when he brought in, I believe, two panelists to talk about their ordeal and how Harry was able to meet with them and all of that. So I don't even see my comment. Where is my comment? Okay, but forget the original tweet. But what was very surprising while I was searching for it is all these other summits that Harry have done I was not aware of. Let's say, for instance, here back in 2021, Prince Harry was invited in 2017 by the Obamas to their inaugural foundation summit. He spoke on day one. Also, he and Michelle surprised 20 students at the Hyde Park Academy, a high school across from the Obama Presidential Center. And you should look at Obama's YouTube channel. The what do you call this? The foundation, the thing that it's almost like the library, presidential library, but it's more for a community kind of thing. It's going pretty well. The type of people he hired, the contractors, they are, how do they call this? Union workers. So it's pretty good. So this I wasn't aware. So there's other thing here. What is that? A place where young people can acquire. So let me not focus on that, because if that other tweet was there, that would have been perfect for me to discuss, but the person decided to limit who can see it, so forget about it. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. It's regarding Invictus, and it's already 2:42 a.m. I already waste a lot of time searching for it. Okay, so this is the next tweet from the Invictus Game Foundation. That was back on the 14th. So this is one of the things that I liked but never got a chance to it. If I did, I don't remember that I shared them with you. Rachel Kerrigan's story of how she found the Invictus Game is remarkable. We were honored that she shared it at the Invictus Game Foundation conversation with us at IG23. Alright, so let's listen. And they tagged Bowen. Okay, 38 seconds.
My daughter at 8 years old became my mum. She did the shopping. She made decisions for me. She got my medication. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even, she'd say to me, Mum, what socks do you want to wear? And I would literally just break down. That was too big of a decision for me. And so she did a little bit of research and found the Invictus Games.
What? 8-year-old? That's one heck of a smart 8-year-old. So at the beginning of her, she started speaking. She's saying her 8-year-old become her mom. In my mind, I was like, what is she talking about? I forgot the PTSD, this kind of mental issues. And then, wow, that's a very smart young lady.
And she said to me, you know, she's probably my hero. She believed in me when I couldn't even believe in myself, and actually helped me move forward.
Wow, I would love to hear more of that. Let's see there. There should be something like an official Invictus personal sponsorship page, a section called My Story, My Journey, where people could donate to support to participant with their effort leading up to the next game. Many personal stories will definitely resonate with others. again on PYTE, I did a series of ADA videos, and one of those videos, there was something that I said, but I kept my mouth shut because I wanted my channel to grow, but unfortunately YouTube would not let it grow. The thing is that with the cost of all those equipment and all of, they're not that cheap. They're really not that cheap. And I was thinking, how could these vets participate in some of these events when they cannot even train? They don't have the proper equipment. So this very first comment here, it's spot on. I agree with it. So one of the things that I kept to myself, I didn't want people to think that I'm creating my channel so I could get money. One of the things that I wanted to do was for my channel to somewhat help, okay, not all, because I have my own bill to pay, but help whoever that I could. This is the first time I'm saying it, but it was in my mind since the time that I did those ADA videos. But unfortunately YouTube will not let, look at this, the channel is demonetized right now, so how can I support anybody? So I'm glad that I kept my mouth shut and just, you know, do whatever I can. But to show that that I've done that in my own capacity, and there are times when the squads are raising money for charities or something, I will do it on behalf of my channel. Unlike this year, I didn't do it with my channel because a friend of mine lost a daughter, and I sort of chip in a little bit, so that cost me. Look, I'm not that rich, all right, but the cost of those disabilities, if they want to participate in those games, it's gonna be hard. It's hard because, let's say the prosthetic legs, let's say the arm, let's say the wheelchair, forget about it, they're very expensive. You're gonna see in one of them, I think I call it the cost of living or something like that. Those things are not that cheap. And I did it while I was recording, and I searched for costs or whatever it is. All right, let me read some more because I have a lot to share with you. So, okay, so that's an ad. What a beautiful heartfelt testimony. Stop cutting onion. Okay, so glad your daughter was able to lead you to the Invictus community. There's the heart. Rachel Kerrigan, you laid the foundation. You raised that caring angel. You and your daughter are the heroes we need. And this is why Invictus is so dedicated for families. All right, let me read by them all. Yeah, made me cry. And under 40 seconds. Link to the whole story, please. You hear that? It was Rachel Kerrigan who founded the Invictus Game, and she is getting marbles by Netflix. There's this. She's getting marble by Netflix. What does that mean? That they didn't recognize her or something? But when did, okay, I do not know how production work and how certain things work. When did this person said that? When were they aware of it? And for them to put it part of their, you know, lineup of to discuss it, and to put it part of the production kind of thing. All right. So when did they post this? They post this September 14, 2023. The Heart of Invictus was already been in production. As a matter of fact, it was late in terms of putting it together or something like that. All right, so people love to criticize, but look, I never work a bit into production, with the exception of the thing that I've been showing you with my immature kind of way of sharing with you those videos. But you could assume, because couple times I've seen in the city and around my area where they will do some production things, it's a lot of people. It takes time. And then at the end of everything, they have to put everything together. It takes time. So to easily criticize, come on. All right, let's see here. Like to the whole story, please. Okay, you hear that? It was Rachel Kerrigan who founded the Invictus Games, and she is getting marbles by Netflix. This and that. All right, so let's move on to the next. Okay, so this, why did I put this? Because I think someone was talking about, look at JT. Okay. Oh, that's their thing, not mine. Okay. So I thought it was my image that I put here. All right. Because the reason I put this, the very first time, it's actually in this channel. Was it? It should be, because I was recording for this channel mostly. And when I came across the, what is it? It was a different angle of the arena that they were showing the arena, and I was discussing about the ramp, how it was accessible and all of that. So when I came across this tweet, and it sort of make reference to how they divide the arena, and I thought I'll share it with you. Okay, still impressed with the ingenious way of at Invictus Game Dusseldorf configured the arena so indoor events took place in same space. It reminded me of how gymnastic tournaments are configured. Limits need for crowd, movement, confusion, maximizes interaction, Invictus Blueprint, Invictus Game 2023. See, I did saw it the minute that I saw it, but I was focusing mostly on ramp accessibility. But when you see how they divide it, because I was like, oh, it's a stadium. There's the entire stadium. And then you see different areas. There's an area for the open and closing ceremony, and there's areas for the other games. There's area for here, for instance. I don't know what's down there. So it was very well put. And not only that, it saved money. So they already know at this time from September 9 to the 16th, they're going to use the area. So there's no need for any games or whatever it usually used for. I'm assuming, okay, soccer. All right. And then they probably did like online, you know, with, I'm thinking Photoshop, but it's not Photoshop. What do you call it? It's another, what's the name of that program? I have it right here. I use AutoCAD. That's it, AutoCAD. And then to already make a blueprint and then cut out certain section how this is gonna be used, and then at the end of the, when the time come, I mean, I'm sure they do a markup kind of thing, and then they put the pieces together. You understand what I mean? Because they already have the blueprint of this arena. All they need to do is now is, you know, sit at that desk. I know they could do that because I've done this. My husband have done this. When you go do surveys of an existing building and you're gonna remodel it, you're gonna do certain things, okay, you send somebody at the field, on the field, to do some survey measurement of the floor plan. Or if the building department already have the floor plan, you just ask for a copy of it, so you already know how it is. And then you sit at your computer, you draw what you need to draw, and then you already know the measurements or whatever, and then at the end of the day you just come and plug in together. So that, I'm pretty sure that's what they did, and it's probably the feasible way. And several, the only thing that will take place outside is, let's say, the race, okay, the track and field or whatever, that will be outside. And the indoor activities, let's say if it rains, it's whatever, everything could still go on as if there's no bad weather. So this is a very feasible way of doing it. And I'm pretty sure if they want to as well, because the size of this arena, okay, they could easily make the track and field possible on the indoors as well. Okay, so that's a perfect blueprint for future or the next place that will be hosting Invictus. Let's say, for instance, Korea is one of the places. South Korea, let's make it sure. South Korea wants to host Invictus. They could look at this model and make it as cheap as possible, but yet keep everybody together. Cheap in the sense where one place have many different games going on. Okay, that's feasible. And then, you know, they could save money, have people coming in because it's the tourism that they want. All right. And the other thing that I've said for Korea, I think I bookmarked something here, is that they want not only tourism to come in, and it would be very helpful for the Asian community to be enlightened, to see a disability still have some battery in them to be part of society. All right, let me read some of the comment. All right, so I read this and I thought that was very interesting. Someone point out a different aspect of it. At the beginning, I point out accessibility, the ramp and all of that, but this person bring the aspect of different quarters. I think I sort of hit it, but I didn't go too deep into it when I first came across a picture that shows the arena. Okay, glorious addition of the Invictus game. I agree. The organizer for Invictus game Dusseldorf did a fabulous job, and they can probably reuse much of the structures and planning for the inaugural launch of Invictus game Germany in 2024. Cost effective, sustainable. That's it. That's the thing here. Cost effective, sustainable. And I think this is a perfect blueprint for future hosts. Okay, let's say for instance a host country doesn't have an arena and they want to make that investment. They already have some fund made for, because a lot of countries are into football, soccer that is, so they could start doing that and make a double use of that. So this is a perfect thing to do. Okay, and they can probably reuse much of, okay, I read that. Okay, I totally agree. It's awesome engineering. That's it. Engineering, and was very creative too. The atmosphere was electric throughout the games. Bravo to all the organizers. I also like the fact that this was temporary structure. It has since been taken down. That's what I was saying. All right, they do the mock-up in the computer, have a carpenter build it and be able to take it apart and put it together again. And then when it's time, they put it together, and at the end they remove it. There's a Invictus actually did put something when they were starting to put the things together.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Alright, so this blueprint, I think it's perfect that they could easily pass it along. Well, no, because different structure, different countries probably have different set of rules and laws and regulation to how they build their thing. So they will have probably different blueprint. So let me hold that back. Alright, next tweet. Seriously, look at how proudly Justin Trudeau looks at Harry. Same Justin, same. Alright, so there's this here. So that's team, how do you call this, Canada. There's Justin. There's something that, I hate to bring it out, but I have a light little something that's going in me about him. Nothing in a negative way, but something I think he did just to preserve certain things. Friendship and family and all of that. Something in me is saying it, but I can't confirm it. I do not want to say it because it's very hard to prove, but something about him tells me he made a very tough decision to preserve friendship, to preserve family, to preserve a lot of other things. That's all I'm saying about that. Okay, let's see here. Curious what all those in Canada that had a fit about Harry and Meghan's security think now. Are they sorry and wanting them back? There was no fit. The tabloid were exaggerating and amplifying the complaint of two people. Complaint of two people. Oh my God. I mean, this is what I was saying in one of my videos on Archewell Team Sussex. When, oh, maybe it could have been this channel. Is that the UK did not amplify Invictus at all. But when they want to amplify something, they know how to amplify something. So this is another perfect example. If you watch both of my channel, I really don't know which channel that I said it, but I know I said it. Is that they didn't want to support Invictus. You hear one or two people here and there now, unlike last year, from the UK is supporting Invictus. But you don't really hear the royal family, and you don't really hear really a lot of elected officials, you know, supporting their vets for Invictus. And I've said in that particular video, if they really wanted to support Invictus, even if you're trying to, you don't want to hear it, they will flunk it to you. You will hear it some shape or form. Alright, so this is the complaint of two people. So that brings me back to that. Alright, that thought. Those two are obviously friends. We know Meg and his ex-wife are very close. The thing that I'm thinking about is based on that. Okay? Those two are obviously friends. We know Meg and his ex-wife are very close. I'll bet there have been many private visits, dinners, etc. But IG, it's pretty hard not to be totally impressed by what Harry has created. Okay? Oh, I've never seen these shots before. Love our PMs, Prime Minister. I believe Sophie is besties with Meghan. This is why I said, I still don't want to say it. I still don't want to say it. But some of these people are hating some of the things that I'm thinking here. I really think a very hard decision had to be made to preserve friendship and family. Alright, so next tweet. I'm just gonna leave it as that. Okay, Meghan Italy needs you. So when I saw this, I thought maybe there was something that's going on in Italy regarding, I don't know, the Sussexes, but maybe they're just talking. All right, this is when the Euro 2020 was going on. I believe it was Italy against United Kingdom, and then they, you know, football fans like to you know, do their taunting. So Meghan, one of us, and then here during the Invictus, Italy gifted Meghan the Italian shirt. All right, look at her receiving it. Okay, as an Italian girl, I totally agree. We do, and we love her. Okay, there's this. Do they need a burger? Meghan has experience, if you know what I mean. What the? these people, they really have no shame. Oh, black, that's what that means to me. Black. I forgot I was gonna go to the next one without blacking. I mean, these people really don't know how to live in peace. But anyway, next one. So there's this here. This is Korea. I'm gonna let it play, and I'll be putting screenshot. Probably just leave this. I don't know, because it's completely in Korean. Okay. South Korea is serious about hosting upcoming Invictus Games and not being shy about stating their intent. After hearing Na Yogan, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, describe how disability is stigmatized and heart of Invictus, I'm excited for what impact this could have beyond the games. And this is what I've been saying way before that. I only saw pictures of him sitting on the stand with Harry, they talking, right? And I said it would be nice. This is the exact same thing that I've said, not word by word, but in the same sense, is that in the Asian community, I wasn't just talking about Korea, just Asian, the continent, whatever, okay, really need to be enlightened with disability. All right, so let's listen to it. And I don't understand the thing that is being said. It's 1 minute and 18 seconds.
우리나라가 전 세계 상위 군인 체육 대회인 인빅터스 게임 유치에 나섭니다. 박민식 국가보훈부 장관은 영국 해리 왕자와 11개 참가국 보훈 국방장관들에게 2029년 대회 유치 의사를 전달하며 정부 차원의 추진을 공식화했습니다.
국가보훈부는 인빅터스 게임이 열리고 있는 독일 디셀도르프를 방문한 박민식 장관이 현지 시간으로 10일 대회 창립자인 영국 해리 윈저 왕자를 만나 2029년 대회 유치 의사를 전달했다고 밝혔습니다. 박 장관은 해리 왕자와 각국 보훈장관들에게 불굴의 의지로 한계에 도전하는 상위군인들의 모습은 전쟁의 폐허에서 주저앉지 않고 일어서 눈부신 성장을 이룬 대한민국의 모습과 닮아 있다며 개최 의지를 전달했습니다. 해리 왕자는 한국 정부가 인빅터스 게임 유치에 적극 나선다면 2027년 개최도 가능하다며 아시아 최초의 인빅터스 게임 개최는 인빅터스 정신을 동서를 넘어 전 세계에 공유하는 기회가 될 것이라고 화답했습니다. 인빅터스 게임은 2014년 영국에서 처음 시작된 이후 2018년부터 2년에 한 번씩 열리고 있습니다. 2025년에는 캐나다 개최가 확정돼 있고 2027년 대회 개최지는 결정되지 않았으며 한국이 개최지로 선정되면 아시아 국가 중에서는 처음이 됩니다.
Okay, so there's me here, Harry, Invictus Canada. That's all I understand. LOL. They sums up to quote, they want to host Invictus. That's it. Alright, there's me here. This was the first comment that I put. Okay, I knew they were not messing around. I said it when I saw them. They want the Sussex squad though. Seriously, I wish they get it because the Asian community has a negative view and disability. It will enlighten and educate some older generation in that community. Nigerian came for their 43%. They came for the bid. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, whatever they say, I don't know if he himself truly passionate about it. I'm talking about the gentleman from South Korea, or they sent him to do it. Because if they sent him to do it, he's doing his job very well. Okay? He didn't come to mess around. He came to persuade Harry to give him that job. And I really, really hope, I'm rooting for them because of that, what I've just said here, the Asian community. I really hope Invictus give it to them. So for the educational part, okay, I'm rooting for South Korea. A lot of people, okay. Now Yonggen's story and Heart of Invictus was so courageous and inspiring. Good luck to South Korea and their bid to host the next Invictus game. I hope they get it because I would love a reason to visit that country. Beyond said to fight for one's country and then discarded after being hurt doing so. That, yeah, it's very sad. Alright, so there's this here. Why is that? Right, this calls for a Korean movie, Netflix binge, and I need an excuse to try this burger. Okay, this will absolutely be marvelous. Na's story and what he said about perception and Heart of Invictus Netflix was powerful. Sam, and the other thing, while I was listening to the video from South Korea, the other thing that I was thinking about is the Olympics have Paralympics, and this is not the first time that I've said it. Usually after the main Olympic, the non-disabled ones finish theirs, they usually do the Paralympics. They don't promote it as well. They need to promote that as well, because let's say, for instance, a veteran, okay, who's training for Invictus and doing this thing, maybe that same training could continue for the Olympics. You understand what I mean? So the Olympics need to pop up their games, because the same kind of groups of people from the vets could use that training to maximize their potential at the Olympics level. You understand what I mean? Both of them can coexist. This is what I'm saying. All those haters who's trashing, who's saying this, they should give this to her, you know, there's room for more. I always said there's room for one more. If they feel like Harry is not doing a good job with the Invictus, many people could create their own, so it will benefit the athletes. The same way that I'm saying here, Invictus and the Paralympics could coexist. So while this, the Invictus catering to the veterans, so if the veterans to maximize their potential even further, okay, even further, could bring their potential at Olympics level to compete with other people who's not a vet. Do you understand what I mean? So this could be very tremendous for a lot of those veterans. Let's go to the next tweet. But the Olympics, Paralympics need to up their games, because I've complained about this before. Many times I want to watch them after the regular games, but you don't hear a damn thing. And then it is through that, okay, one of the things that I was saying at the beginning of this video is that my ADA thing, where many of those companies who's creating prosthetic legs, who's doing this, who's doing that, it's not just one person who will need prosthetic leg, prosthetic arm, whatever part of the missing limb might be. So many of these athletes could be sponsored by those companies. So this could be a huge thing. It could be a huge market. Go watch some of my videos. There's some of the things that I'm saying here. I've said them like 2 years ago, whenever I did that video. 2 or 3 years ago.
How did you find a way to run from the city of the sun? You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was around.
Alright, let's see here. This is the next tweet. Can't wait until we get this again, but with Harry's wealthy men improved wardrobe, there's the loving eye Invictus Game Vancouver Whistler. Alright. So now Harry's suit have improved. Okay, so next time when Harry meets him, the UK flag will not be there. The UK flag will not be there because they didn't want Harry to associate with them. They pretty much outcast him. So now, you know, the Sussexes need to create their own flags. Or bring the Invictus flag. I don't know, because he represents the Invictus. So he could put the Invictus flag behind him. He represents the Invictus flag. There they are. Yep. I don't even think they just, you know, friend like this. They really buddy. Really, really buddy. Okay, like some of the comments prior were saying, they probably have dinner dates or something like that. Okay. For him, for the Prime Minister, it may not be out in restaurant, probably in their home or something like that, a bit more private. Okay, we might get first visit February 2024, first year before start of IG25. They did that for Dusseldorf. Oh, I didn't think of this. That would be great. Wait until Trudeau still be Prime Minister still. I don't follow politics. Okay, yes, 2025 will be his first final year, so he'll still be Prime Minister during Invictus. Do they have a... how do you call this, time limit or term limit? Not time limit, term limit. Like for instance, in the US, a president could run 2 times. All right, this is why Trump is trying to run again, because he could run 1 more time. All right, so what is the term limit for someone to be in office as a prime minister? And so will we. Okay, I can see that. Okay, Invictus Vancouver is already a babe fest. I might leave my husband at home for this. He doesn't need to see me acting the way I'm about to act. Oh my God. Those squatters. Oh, I know. I seen some squatters from Nigeria. Oh my goodness. One of them, I didn't share, was saying, that's not me you seeing here. That's not this. That's not that. Okay, she's going crazy. All right, next tweet. Right, there's that. After knowing that Harry goes hiking in California and scuba diving in Hawaii with friends, I'll always assume that's what he's doing while the British media obsess over the doom reconciliation BS. Our faves have moved on. Yeah, unbothered. That's for sure. Look at him. That's in the what is it? The Netflix series. Okay, Heart of Invictus. They spent time in Montana or Nebraska or Utah, somewhere in the middle America, celebrating 4th of July with friends. Very interesting. Why the hell do they think Harry is gonna return about all this freedom, income, and straight up all around upgrade? Wife, friend, connection. Why would he go back to lose all of that? That's right. What is it? Before he used to be in his basement, just, what did he call his place again? Something H. Okay, just playing video game, and then feeling all distress or whatever. Now, not only that he has his kids, there's open space, he could get out whenever he wants. I mean, come on. So true, they are living their best lives, doing everyday normal things. Okay, that was one of my favorite part of the documentary. Seeing Harry diving with Gabe and the other guys from Invictus Hague was beautiful. Okay, when you black out the noise and drama, you can truly live in peace. Yeah, that is true. Okay, I love this for them, knowing that they have settled and enjoyed their lives. There's the heart. I am American, but very invested in Princess Diana since 1981. I woke up in the middle of the night to rejoice when she married and cried when she was killed. Always look sus toward the monarchy since. Harry is my fave. Willie is a suck up to people treacherously. He is now obsessed with the US. I don't know why. Okay, Prince Harry, a soldier, and him really shines. Scuba diving, wow, there's that. Now he is so free and happy. Okay, yep, that's how it be. Glory, 100%. So happy for Harry, Meghan, Archie, little bit Diana, and Miss Doria. Freedom, happiness, family, love wins. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, I really want to start the other one because today my husband is going to the office, so I want to edit and record as much as I could. Alright, so that should be on the other one. Maybe I'll put it at the end. You know what, let's do it here because this is where we were. I'll come back to this later. Let's do this one first. Alright, so this one I saw and there's a music in it, but I'll put my own music. Okay, families were at the heart of the Invictus Games, especially children. Invictus Family, Invictus Game 2023, a home for respect. Okay, so let's listen to that. It's 53 seconds. Alright, so that is that. Oh, that was it. So the thing, I think there was a race, maybe it was these kids who were doing something. I didn't really see what they did, but I saw pictures and very small clips. And when Harry and Meghan were handing out the awards to them, okay, the medal. Alright, so let's go to the other tweet that I was about to share, but I decided not to. Switch it around. So there's that. Alright, so let's list. The reason I'm sharing this,
really can't stop thinking about it.
Where is it? Okay. The reason I'm sharing this is because of you know, those haters who keeps on coming on Harry and Meghan stuff or those charities, just hating. And then you see how many things that I've blocked on some of my videos as I read for this for the recording. Okay, so let's watch until the end. Facts. It's 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
I'm the asshole in this story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. I literally can't stop thinking.
And by the way, she said she already gave you a clue. She said she's the a-hole of this story. All right, but let's start all over.
I'm the asshole in this story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. I literally can't stop thinking about it, and I feel like the moral is worth exposing myself. A couple years ago, I cringe followed someone. She did something weird, and I just wanted to like follow her and like see what this weird person was up. It was a mean-spirited follow, which by the way, if you hate follow someone for any reason, like one psycho to another, like you need mental help. I needed mental help. I would never like comment anything mean, but I just like would observe what she would do and then like silently be like, what a weirdo. So humiliated to even admit that, but whatever. Years have progressed and I have like gained sanity. I stopped doing that shit. I unfollowed her. I moved on with my life. That was about like 4 years ago. Have not thought about this person, have not seen this person. The other day I randomly thought to look her up and holy fucking shit. One of the reasons why I cringe followed her was because she would post with just this unearned confidence. Again, I'm not this person anymore, so I can see objectively how psychotic it is to like look at.
You hear what you say? Unearned confident. Okay, so this is the jealousy of her, and she said she was the AF of this. All right, the a-hole of that story. So unearned confident. So just because you have confidence on yourself and then someone is hating on you. So that's Meghan here. She has confidence on herself and you see all those haters are coming out, and then the tabloid is stirring these people to keep on hating on her. But let's continue to listen.
Someone and be like, you do not deserve to walk around thinking that you're the shit. Like, I was not well. Anyway, she would post like fashion content like she was the shit. She would talk about like beauty and fitness, and she would talk about how much money she was gonna have one. Me being a mean-spirited psychotic bitch was like, point is I looked her up years later, not even that many years later, like maybe 4 years later. My jaw literally dropped because this random girl did literally all of it and more. She looks like a actually completely different person. I have never in my 26 years of life seen a glow up like this. I swear to God. Head to toe transformed. It's not just the way she looks. It's she got rich as fuck. She got married. She had a baby. She has the best sense of fashion. She has the best taste in luxury beauty. It was the most humbling thing I've ever experienced. Because I had to spend those 4 years correcting like basic human flaws within me, like being a psycho bitch hater. She was spending her time doing the thing, living her life, chasing her dream. And on the other side of those 4 years, I'm at my lowest low and she's fucking thriving. Unfortunately, the moral of that story, and I'm on the wrong side of history with it, is if you think that if you start a business, people are going to judge you, people are going to not believe you, they're not going to see your vision. If you're posting on social media and they think it's cringe, they might think it's cringe, but on the other side of it, like, I'm so embarrassed to be me right now in this story. I'm embarrassed to have ever acted that way at any point, but especially just seeing it play out, how like being in her own lane and like having confidence in herself like paid off. Like, I'm telling you guys, I have not stopped consuming her content for days. Just like I cannot get enough of. She is so beautiful, so confident, living her dream. You might have hater ass bitches, but they will end up where they belong, and you will end up where you belong. So do your thing.
Well, I'm not gonna go to the comment. All right, I just thought I shared this. Then when you see those people who's hating on Meghan is doing her thing, and then you wonder what the others are doing, spending time on hating on her. Instead, why don't they just to promote? You know what? I cannot tell what people to do. Eventually, they'll probably learn just like her. I recognize that they are the a-hole of the story. All right, next. Oh, the thing that I was gonna say about her is that at least she recognized her wrong. Okay, it's when people don't recognize they're wrong and they continue doing it, that's when things really effed up, because there will be no progress. All right, so that's that. Let's move on. I'm sure there's some pretty good comment, but I need to move on. All right, so there's this here. This is like at the end of the game, the Invictus Dusseldorf. All right, the Lord Mayor. Oh, what is that? I believe Dr. Stephen Keller was very emotional. He was so impressed by the game and the enthusiasm of the people of the faith of the soldiers that he did not want this to end here and now. A big round of applause. Reporting from Invictus Game 2023. Okay, I don't remember if it was in English or in German, but let's listen.
Many ways this was a very important week for Invictus, but also for Dusseldorf, and we are quite proud how this actually happened. And we kept asking ourselves in the preparation for this week, how can we keep this spirit going? How can we really create a long-lasting and sustainable legacy of the Invictus idea in Germany? What can be a contribution that we as a city of Dusseldorf can make to the ongoing commitment to the Invictus idea? And I'm very happy to be able to announce tonight the launch of Invictus Germany, an initiative carried by the city of Dusseldorf and DLive with the support of the Bundeswehr and the Invictus Foundation. I think this will create a platform that we can use many ways. This was a very
okay, it's playing over. So in other words, they're creating another branch of Invictus for the German soldiers. So they're gonna work with the main one, which is Harry's foundation organization, Invictus Games. All right, so they're gonna like partnered. All right, so it will be good. Each place that they go, they continue it. So the thing was so successful, they want to continue it for their soldiers. Okay, I wonder if Netherlands did that. If they did, I didn't come across anything. All right, so that's that. That's from, for a minute I thought it was from the Invictus Twitter thing. It's from somebody else. Alethea Magazine. Alethea Talks. Who is she? Okay, I'm following her. Talks a worldwide source for art, culture, lifestyle, magazine, and honor at Villa Alethea. Okay, so that's from that. Let's see here. This is such an acknowledgement of Prince Harry's vision and fortitude for the Invictus Foundation. So beautiful. There's that. This is wonderful legacy for Prince Harry. Okay, so fantastic for Germany, Dusseldorf. Respect. Wow, impressive. That's incredible. The Invictus Games after effect and effect glow is contagious and you don't want it to end. Prayers, answers, even before you get to pray. I hope more countries can adapt the spirit of Invictus, soldiers fostering positive kinetic energy into the world. This is just amazing. Yeah. And let's say, for instance, the structures. Remember how I was talking about the structure that can be reused? So they could easily reuse it for their people and probably make events for the country, for the family to come and visit and see their soldiers doing their thing. All right. So who knows? They know best. They are the professionals in that. And maybe Harry could help guide them. All right. That's what partners do. Next tweet. This one I saw is very interesting. It has nothing to do with Invictus, but it has something to do with sports. Okay, so this is Serena Williams' husband. All right, it comes as no surprise to me that year after year there are consistently more viewers for the women's US Open final than men's. Pay attention, women's sport are just getting started. Okay, it's 1 minute and 25 seconds, and that's my last tweet, by the way.
The numbers came in and more Americans watched the women's U.S. Open final than the men. This has consistently happened in tennis. Every single U.S. Open final, more Americans watch the women than the men. Now, obviously, Serena and Venus had a lot to do with that. There have been great women athletes for a very long time, laboring under horrible conditions, unfair pay. Let's unpack it some more. The U.S. Open is a rare case study of a women's and men's tournament played at the same time that are now, thanks to a lot of great work, Billie Jean King providing equal pay, equal marketing support, equal stakes, equal everything. And so tennis, that's a women's game in America. That's fine. The men are still great. Here in America, the free market has a lot of weight because plenty of other sports are now getting this investment, getting the support. They have the talent. Don't get in the replies. Don't waste your time telling me how you don't care about women's sports. You'll never care about it. That's fine. Ask yourself, why is Brady an investor in the Vegas Aces? Why is the Mahomes family invested in the KC Current? Pay attention to your role models. See what they're doing. As a sports fan, we should celebrate this. More women having more opportunities to be professional athletes and make a living from it, get famous from it, get endorsements from it, all those things. It's a great thing. It's going to mean we'll get to see more greatness. Who doesn't like greatness? whether it's a man or a woman.
There's the thing he mentioned about the endorsement. Like I was saying before, if the Paralympics really publicize the game the same way Harry is publicizing Invictus, you know, there will be a lot of sponsorship going out for those people to be able to do that thing. All right, because those equipments are not cheap. All right, so I move it back slightly.
Opportunities to be professional athletes and make a living from it, get famous from it, get endorsements from it, all those things. It's a great thing. It's going to mean we'll get to see more greatness. Who doesn't like greatness? Whether it's a man or a woman doing it, just do yourself a favor. Pay attention. Women's sports, just getting started.
And across, it's in!
All right, so let's not forget as well is that he's a father of 2 girls, so he's a dad girl. Okay. So where's my oh, I retweeted it out. Let me look for let's read whatever is there. All right, let's see here. Hell yeah, bullshit on. Okay, never mind. These are not people. Oh, okay, so that's him. I almost blacked him. I almost blacked him because I was like, I saw the BS and whatever. Serena Williams is my favorite tennis player, male or female. Her techniques and style are unique among the sport. It's still a bit unusual for a man to list a woman as his favorite sport figure, but that is quickly changing. Change is here. Generation Z and Alpha will make this normal in the culture. All right, so that's him responding to that. Yeah, that's true. During the last Women's World Cup, it kept ringing in my head how much you've invested in the women's sport. Thanks, more to do. So there's more. Mine, I think I retweeted out. Let's see, maybe I could find it really quick. Replies from replies. Okay. Never mind. Oh, there it is. You go, girl dad, thinking of Kobe as I write this. He saw what you saw too. Okay, so one person liked it. So that was my thing here. Because Kobe was a girl dad. And he really pushed for the kids and stuff like that. Okay, so let's do a prayer. I'm done. Prayer for progress. Okay, prayer for progress. That came really quick. Usually I struggle to find a prayer. Okay, dear Lord, you made me for good works. You gave me the desire to always learn and grow in my ability to love you and my neighbors. Help me to make progress on my goals each day and not to worry about the conclusion that you may bring out of that obedience. Okay, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And now I am going to do my next video for this channel, INVICTUS Team Sussex. All right, so that is it. Thank you for watching.
Evolution. This is the future.
And now we're here, so we're thrilled.